Hey friends, and welcome to this new video dedicated to Garten of Banban. Today we're back with some fresh new updates about Garten of Banban 9. That's right guys! The developers, Faris and Geppo, have become very active again on Discord, and they've started dropping interesting hints about the future of the series. Finally, Faris and Geppo are back frequently on Discord. The two devs have started replying to fans again, posting messages, and talking more openly about what's coming. And listen to this. Just a few hours ago, Faris shared some brand new messages. In today's video, we're going to read them together, analyze them in detail, and try to figure out what's really hiding behind his words. So get ready, because today we're going to uncover all the latest news straight from the Garten of Banban developers. But before we start, as always, don't forget to leave a big like on this video if you love Garten of Banban, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss all the next news, theories, and breakdowns I post every week. Alright guys, are you ready? Then let's not waste any more time and jump right into what Faris said and what we can expect in the future of the series. A few days ago, Geppo, one of the two developers of the game, mentioned the mysterious word not once but 3 times, Banbancraft. As soon as we saw that, everyone started wondering the same thing. What does it mean? Over the past days, we've made a lot of theories about this name. And of course, there was also the idea that it might just be a joke from Geppo. But today, we have new confirmations that could change everything. If before we thought that Banbancraft was just a random joke, now we have official clues that make it look completely different. Because just a few hours ago, a user on Discord mentioned Banbancraft again, and this time the one who replied wasn't Geppo, but Faris, the other developer. And here's where it gets really interesting. Faris reacted with the shushing face emoji, the one that means be quiet or I can't talk about it. That emoji, as we all know, is usually used by developers when they're referring to something secret, something that's actually in the works, but they can't talk about it publicly yet. The fact that Faris reacted that way completely changes the situation. It doesn't look like a simple joke anymore, it really feels like a top secret project that might already be under development. This leads us to a very interesting conclusion. Banbancraft could actually be an official spin-off of the Garten of Banban universe, maybe downloadable or playable inside Minecraft, or even a brand new standalone title inspired by its style. Just imagine how awesome it would be to explore the Garten of Banban in a blocky world, build your own rooms, recreate the characters with cubes, or even face survival challenges with the game's monsters in a procedurally generated map. The possibilities are endless, and judging by Faris's reaction, it really looks like something is happening behind the scenes. If Faris used that emoji, it usually means something big is coming. Now let's try to discover what is this Banbancraft. Now let's move on to the most interesting part of all, the theories about Banbancraft. After all the hints we've seen, it's time to figure out what this mysterious project could really be. As always with the EUPHORIC brothers, the possibilities are endless, and every little detail might hide something deeper. So let's go through all the most believable theories together. Maybe Banbancraft will be part of the official partner program of the EUPHORIC brothers. For those who don't know, this program allows independent developers to create official spin-off games inspired by Garten of Banban. These games aren't made directly by Faris and Geppo, but they're approved by them and officially connected to the Banban universe. And if you think about it, the name Banbancraft fits perfectly with that idea. It could be a collaborative spin-off, made by other developers, but supervised by Faris and Geppo. Let's start with 2 possible theories. According to the first theory, Banbancraft could actually be a game that you can download and play directly inside Minecraft. In other words, it could be an official or semi-official collaboration between Garten of Banban and Minecraft. Imagine a Banban-themed world fully recreated in Minecraft. You could explore the kindergarten rooms, meet pixel versions of Banban, Banbalina, Nab-Nab, and Sheriff Toadster, and maybe even face the creatures from the latest chapter in a survival-style experience. This wouldn't be impossible. Several other indie horror franchises have already had official or fan-made maps inside Minecraft. And since the EUPHORIC brothers love experimenting, it wouldn't be surprising if they decided to expand their universe into that blocky world too. Now let's talk about the second theory. There's a real chance that Banbancraft isn't even the actual title, but just a secret codename the developers are using to hide a completely new project. In this case, craft wouldn't refer directly to Minecraft. It might instead represent something broader: creation, building, experimentation. Maybe the EUPHORIC brothers are developing a new type of horror game with a Minecraft-inspired visual style, but as a completely standalone title, a normal game that doesn't need Minecraft to run. If that's true, Banbancraft could just be a placeholder name, something they use internally to talk about the project without revealing too much. And Faris's reaction using that silence emoji instead of denying it really makes it seem like something big is definitely going on behind the scenes. Maybe in the next few days we will have more information. For example, official announcements or new official pictures. In the last few hours, Faris has been very active on Discord, writing tons of messages in the official Garten of Banban chat. At first glance, most of these messages didn't seem particularly interesting. They were just normal conversations with fans, jokes, random replies. So at first, there didn't seem to be anything worth analyzing in detail. However, digging a bit deeper, something much more interesting came to light. A message that Faris posted some days ago might actually contain a key clue about the future of the series. A small detail that many people in the community overlooked, but that actually confirms something very important. In that message, an user a simple but direct question: what happens now that Chapter 8 is on iPhone? But Faris's answer was anything but random. Instead of joking around like he often does, he wrote something short and clear. Garten of Banban, last ticket to the abyss. And that sentence is huge, because it's actually the full title of Chapter 9. Chapter 9 is officially in development. Now, with this message, we finally have confirmation. It's not just a theory anymore, it's official. The next chapter is already in development. And this is really interesting when we think about development timing. Because it means that while Chapter 8 was being optimized for mobile, the developers were already working in parallel on Chapter 9. So development probably isn't just starting now, it's likely that the project is already well underway. The phrase "last ticket" could symbolize a last journey, a point of no return, or maybe the entrance to the true depths of the garden. But it also raises a very important question. If this is the last ticket to the abyss, who or what is waiting for us down there? One thing is absolutely clear now. With this message, Faris has officially confirmed that development of Chapter 9 has already begun. So, to recap, friends, today we discovered so many important updates about the future of Garten of Banban. We talked about Banbancraft, this mysterious project that Faris and Geppo have been dropping small hints about, and it now seems more and more real and concrete. We went through all the possible theories, from the idea of an official spin-off in the partner program, to the possibility that it is a game inspired by Minecraft, or even a completely independent new voxel-style title. And then, the biggest confirmation, Faris mentioned Garten of Banban, last ticket to the abyss, officially revealing that Chapter 9 is already in development. This means the EUPHORIC brothers are already working on the next big step of the series, and the title itself suggests that we are approaching a very dark and decisive chapter. So, as always, things in the world of Garten of Banban are becoming more mysterious and interesting every day. So stay tuned, because in the next few days, we will continue to analyze all the updates, the developers' messages, and maybe even some hidden new teasers. As always, if you enjoyed the video, leave a big like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next videos with all the freshest news and theories about Garten of Banban. Thank you so much for watching until the end, friends. Bye bye.